So Faith Trek into the Unknown. It's a book that I read recently. It's written by an ex-principal of mine, um, Mr. Dunston. He wrote a book about his life as a leader in the Adventist church. He starts off his life in the education uh, that he received and experienced God's uh, how he experienced God's help in various experiences. Um, like, let's see, he once had money that he had reserved for like his gas, and then he used it for something, and that was supposed to be for his tuition at a college, and he just used it for gas to repair his car because he had uh, gotten stuck. And then when he got to the college, he asked if he could do something so he could pay because he didn't have the money, and God gave him the money. 'Cause essentially, his sister had some money, and she just gave it to him, which allowed him to pay for his tuition. And so that was a way that God helped him in his upbringing. After this, he was studying to become like a pastor, and he pastored for a couple of years. Uh, he he said a lot of experiences as a pastor. He told stories about church members and what it was like to be a pastor. Like, let's see, he had to he mentioned a time when he had to visit a couple of families. He mentioned once that he visited a family at a ranch that were new to the faith, and they told a story about how God had helped them when they were just like brand new, when they had just been baptized. They told the story that they their farmland had uh, in the area there was like a storm of hail that had come across, and their farmland was essentially the only farmland that was not damaged for that year, which was pretty amazing to them in their youthfulness of their faith. Um, Later on, um, he goes to tell other stories about his life. Yeah, so he talks about some experiences as a pastor, and he also then moves on to the educational world. He becomes a major, not major, but he becomes a figure in the education. Uh, in Adventist education, he was one of he became uh, he brought he made like a Hispanic funding or scholarship thing to help Hispanic families who needed economic help. So yeah, he did a lot of things. He also was the principal at Cypress for a couple of years, uh, and then he retired, and he's now living um, in a house. So yeah.